Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Juta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavansam Shri Rupam Chakrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tvam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanitanstam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna.
जय राधा माधवा कुंज विहारी, राधा माधवा कुंज विहारी। जय राधा माधवा कुंज विहारी, जय गोपीजन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी, जय गोपीजन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी। Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jayo Krishna Balaram Jayo Krishna Balaram Krishna Balaram Jayo Krishna Balaram Jayo Nittai Gauranga Jayo Nittai Gauranga Nittai Gauranga Jayo Nittai Gauranga Jayo Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jayo Jaya Prabhupada Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Reading from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 9, text number 26. Please repeat after me. Patram pushpam phalam toyam Patram pushpam phalam toyam Yo me bhaktya prayachati Yo me bhaktya prayachati Tadaham bhakti upahrutam Tadaham bhakti upahrutam Ashnami prayatatmanaha Ashnami prayatatmanaha Patram pushpam phalam toyam Yo me bhaktya prayachati Tadaham bhaktyupahritam Ashnami prayatatmanaha Patram pushpam phalam toyam Yo me bhaktya prayachati Tadaham bhaktyupahritam Ashnami prayatatmanaha. Any other Matajis? Patram pushpam phalam toyam Yo me bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhaktyupahrutam ashnami prayatatmanaha. Word to word translation. Please repeat after me. Patram, a leaf. Pushpam, a flower. Phalam, a fruit. Toyam, water. Yaha, whoever. Me, unto me. Bhaktya, with devotion. Prayachati, offers. Tat, that. Aham, I. Bhakti upahrutam, offered in devotion. Ashnami, accept. Prayata atmanaha, from one in pure consciousness. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation. If one offers me with love and devotion a leaf, a flower, a fruit, or water, I will accept it. Purport. For the intelligent person, it is essential to be in Krishna consciousness, engaged in the transcendental loving service of the Lord, in order to achieve a permanent, blissful abode for eternal happiness. The process of achieving such a marvelous result is very easy and can be attempted even by the poorest of the poor, without any kind of qualification. The only qualification required in this connection is to be a pure devotee of the Lord. It does not matter what one is or where one is situated. The process is so easy that even a leaf or a little water or fruit can be offered to the Supreme Lord in genuine love, and the Lord will be pleased to accept it. No one, therefore, can be barred from Krishna consciousness because it is so easy and universal. Who is such a fool that he does not want to be Krishna conscious by this simple method and thus attain the highest perfectional life of eternity, bliss, and knowledge? Krishna wants only loving service and nothing more. Krishna accepts even a little flower from his pure devotee. He does not want any kind of offering from a non-devotee. He is not in need of anything from anyone because he is self-sufficient, and yet he accepts the offering of his devotee in an exchange of love and affection. To develop Krishna consciousness is the highest perfection of life. Bhakti is mentioned twice in this verse in order to declare more emphatically that bhakti or devotional service is the only means to approach Krishna. No other condition, such as becoming a Brahmana, a learned scholar, a very rich man, or a great philosopher, can induce Krishna to accept some offering. Without the basic principle of bhakti, nothing can induce the Lord to agree to accept anything from anyone. Bhakti is never casual. The process is eternal. It is direct action in service to the Absolute Whole. Here, Lord Krishna, having established that he is the only enjoyer, the primeval Lord, and the real object of all sacrificial offerings, reveals what types of sacrifices he desires to be offered. If one wishes to engage in devotional service to the Supreme in order to be purified and to reach the goal of life, the transcendental loving service of God, then one should find out what the Lord desires of him. One who loves Krishna will give him whatever he wants, and he avoids offering anything which is undesirable or unasked. Thus, meat, fish, and eggs should not be offered to Krishna. If he desired such things as offerings, he would have said so. Instead, he clearly requests that a leaf, fruit, flower, and water be given to him, and he says to this he says to of this offering, I will accept it. Therefore, we should understand that he will not accept meat, fish, and eggs. Vegetables, grains, fruits, milk, and water are the proper foods for human beings and are prescribed by Lord Krishna himself. Whatever else we eat cannot be offered to him, since he will not accept it. Thus, we cannot be acting on the level of loving devotion if we offer such foods. In the 3rd chapter, verse 13, Sri Krishna explains that only the remains of sacrifice are purified and fit for consumption by those who are seeking advancement in life and release from the clutches of the material entanglement. Those who do not make an offering of their food, he says in the same verse, are eating only sin. In other words, their every mouthful is simply deepening their involvement in the complexities of material nature. But preparing nice, simple vegetable dishes, offering them before the picture or deity of Lord Krishna, and bowing down and praying for him to accept such a humble offering enables one to advance steadily in life, to purify the body, and to create fine brain tissues, which will lead to clear thinking. Above all, the offering should be made with an attitude of love. Krishna has no need of food, since he already possesses everything that be. Yet, he will accept the offering of one who desires to please him in that way. The important element in preparation, in serving, and in offering is to act with love for Krishna. The impersonal philosophers who wish to maintain that the absolute truth is without senses cannot comprehend this verse of Bhagavad Gita. To them, it is either a metaphor or proof of the mundane character of Krishna, the speaker of the Bhagavad Gita. But in actuality, Krishna, the Supreme Godhead, has senses, and it is stated that his senses are interchangeable. In other words, one sense can perform the function of any other. This is what it means to say that Krishna is absolute. Lacking senses, he could hardly be considered full in all opulences. In the 7th chapter, Krishna has explained that he impregnates the living entities into material nature. This is done by his looking upon material nature. And so in this instance, Krishna's hearing the devotees' words of love in offering foodstuffs is wholly identical with his eating and actually tasting. This point should be emphasized because of his absolute position. His hearing is wholly identical with his eating and tasting. Only the devotee who accepts Krishna as he describes himself without interpretation can understand that the supreme absolute truth can eat food and enjoy it. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Gnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yenam Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Itinamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Pasyata Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaurabhaktaranda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. If one offers me with love and devotion a leaf, a flower, a fruit or water, I will accept it. Now when there is this Mother's Day comes up. When is it? Is it May or something, right? When is Mother's Day? May, eh? Something like that. So in Mother's Day, when you're a small child, bring maybe some fruit or something, or some breakfast or some flower. They may just go to your own garden, a rose that you have grown with a lot of difficulty, you tended and everything, but they go cut it and bring it and give it to you. You feel so happy, right? It is your own rose from your own garden. He's just coming and giving it to you. Similarly, the Shastras talk about how, in the traditional Vedic tradition, when you go to Haridwar or Rishikesh, you will see many people will be sitting in the water, right? They'll take some water from Mother Ganges and they will offer it back with prayers. Right? Many of us would have been to Haridwar, Rishikesh. Mother Ganges is so vast, so fast is flowing, so deep. Your handful of water is nothing. And you're taking the water from Ganges itself and you're offering it back. But Mother Ganges appreciates the intention. Right? It is said in our Shastras, Bhava Grahi Janardana. Janardana, Krishna, is Bhava Grahi. He is looking at the bhava. What is your mood with which you are doing this? So that's why here Krishna, see for example, when Prime Minister Modi came to visit the White House, right? There was a very big reception for him, right? And so a very elaborate, it's called a state dinner, is arranged, and big arrangement is made, very grand this thing, some big dignitaries are invited, and very elaborate menu is prepared and all those things, right? And since he is vegetarian, they prepared a very vegetarian menu and all those things, just in respect of his personal choices. Right? So much elaborate arrangement is made for a prime minister. So think about the Supreme Personality of Godhead. What should you offer him? Right? But what is he asking? He said, no, I don't want anything complicated. Patram, Pushpam, Phalam, Toyam. He's not asking, some complicated thing you do for me, this thing. No, just go. I only created this world for you. I only created this plants for you. Just go pluck a flower from there and just offer it to me. Because he wants to see the devotion. So that is the main thing we should take away from this. In the Brahma Samhita, Lord Brahma is reciting, Lakshmi Sahasrata Satasambrama Sevya Manau. Lakshmi, Goddess Lakshmi, not one Lakshmi. Lakshmi Sahasra, thousands of Lakshmis, or Sata Sambrama. Sambrama, you see, with lot of pomp and this thing. Sevyamano, they're waiting to serve the Supreme Lord. That is the position of the Supreme Lord. But he still enjoys the small interaction, just like we enjoy the interaction with our small children, bringing something out of love for us. Right? The whole idea is that this world is created for us, as Prabhupada is telling in the purport. Krishna is not hungry. Actually, Krishna is also hungry. But there are so many Lakshmis, with Radharani it is said that every day she prepares completely new dish that she never repeats again. That is her skill in cooking. Right? And then all these different Vaikuntha plants are there. Everybody just centered around how do we, please the Lord. And the Lord, gets all of that, but still he wants to build that relationship with each of us. And so it is not for him. He is not deficient. He is not wanting. Right? But this is an opportunity for us to get an opportunity to serve him. Right? So that is the nature of the Lord. Sometimes, when we hear the word, oh, we're all servants of God. In this world, the word servant has a little bit of a negative connotation. Right? Servant means you are serving somebody because you have some limitation. Right? So for example, all these 5-star hotels and all that, they make some little bit show of everything, right? Oh, please come, they'll welcome you and all that. Right? Now, if you don't pay your bill, will you get the same? Somebody else will come. But they'll make you do something else, right? So that is a transaction. Right? There's a transaction over there. That is not out of love. But the Lord's interaction with everybody, he wants to see our love. What is our desire inside? How are we thinking about this? So all of those different activities that we get, because we all have to eat every day. Right? Human beings, we are a little bit of an anomaly in the whole animal kingdom. If you take, there are only few species which have to eat 3 times a day, every day. This thing. Many animals actually they eat very rarely, right? Like, and I always keep giving the examples. These pythons. Right? Anybody knows how often they eat? You must have read somewhere, heard somewhere. No? Once every 6 months. When a python catches one, let's say deer or something, it swallows the whole deer. Right? And then it will take many weeks for it to digest. So 1 or 2 weeks it will digest it, and nothing is left of that huge animal that went inside. Right? Some bones come out. And then the python just lies there sleeping for next 4 or 5 months. It does not eat. Even most of the carnivorous animals, like tigers and all, lions, they only eat once every 4 days, 5 days they'll eat. But we have to eat every day, 3 days a week. 3 times a day, and not 3 days a week, all 7 days a week. Right? One day we have to pause, we'll be waiting. When will the time end? But that very simple act of eating, Krishna wants us to use that as an opportunity to purify ourselves. Very simple process. Anyway, you have to cook. Right? And cooking nice, healthy food is good for you. So use healthy ingredients, cook nicely, but the process is all the same. But instead of just eating it, one small step in between, just a 5-minute, 10-minute delay. Right? You just take that food and you keep it in front of the Lord. Right? But there is one additional thing you should do. What does Krishna want? Little tulsi leaf, because tulsi is so dear to the Lord. So you put a small little leaf of tulsi and you offer. And Krishna, it is said that Angani yasya sakalendriya vritti manti. Angani yasya sakalendriya is different senses. All the senses can perform the function of the other senses. People ask, how can Krishna eat? We keep him over there. The food goes out, Pujari goes and keeps in front of the Lord, it comes out. When has he eaten? How has he eaten? See, that is the mercy of the Lord. He eats through his eyes. I said, Lord is eating through his eyes. And then he leaves back all the remnants for us to honor. Right? So that is the beauty of the Lord's interactions. There's one very nice story from the Mahabharata. Once Krishna is visiting Hastinapura. And when Krishna goes to Hastinapur, big king's palace is there. Everybody is eager to receive him. Duryodhana is making big plans to receive and all. But Krishna says, no, I already have an appointment. Right? Where he goes? Vidura's house he goes. And Vidura is, technically speaking, is a maid servant's son. Right? Because he was not the queen's, not the king's official queen's wife. He was just the son of a maid servant. And so he had a small position, even though he was a very learned person, and we all know Yamaraj himself. But he was considered, he had a small house, this thing. But Krishna, I have to go and meet my dear devotee Vidura. And Vidura is so happy to see the Lord. Imagine the Supreme Lord is coming. He could have gone to the king palace and this and met everything. Finally, maybe he'll just in the palace he'll say, oh, how are you doing or something. No, he decides to personally come to the house. Vidura is filled with so much joy. He receives him with love. And he's just looking at the Lord's face. And it's just, eyes are filled with, love for the Lord. And then he says, please come, please come. And then he says, I want to offer you something. Krishna, yes, please offer something. And Vidura wants to give him some bananas. Right? And so Vidura is taking the banana, he's peeling it, and then in his ecstasy, he's throwing the banana away and taking the peel and giving it to Krishna. And Krishna is happily eating the peel. Just taking it, he's not complaining, he's not saying, hey, what are you doing? He's eating the peel of the banana. And happily is eating. And then, Vidura's wife comes along and says, hey, what are you doing? And then he says, oh, Krishna, why did you not tell me? No, you are offering with love. And I was enjoying it. I really enjoyed it. See, this is the nature of the Lord's interactions with his devotees. He's not concerned about what it is and this thing. He just, imagine, banana peel, right? It's very difficult to eat. Right? Actually, if you go to our Goshala and try to feed our cows banana peel, they'll say, no, give me only the banana. They're so much spoiled in our Goshala cows. Right? They won't say, they don't eat. How can we eat that? But Krishna is eating, the Supreme Lord. So these are all there in the Shastras for us to make us understand the nature of the interaction. Our entire life can be a wonderful life. Krishna, Prabhupada used to give this example. See, when there are the servants of the king, they are living in the palace, right? They are serving the king. Now, they are also living in a palace. And what food will they eat? Whatever is cooked for the king, this thing, so much extra they'll cook, and whatever is remaining is their servants are enjoying. So, we, like that, in this material world, we can all be servitors of the Supreme Lord, and we can enjoy as much as the Supreme Lord Himself. This concept of scarcity, poverty, I want this, I don't have this, I don't have money, this is all a very material concept because of our material engagement. In the spiritual world, Vaikuntha Lokas, it is said that the Vaikuntha Loka is full of these kalpatarus, kalpataru riksha. Now, we also have a lot of rikshas over here, right? Now, in this season, parsimon season, you go, the parsimon fruit tree is ready to give you a lot of parsimons. You take it and you enjoy it. But kalpataru, what can it give? Anybody knows what can kalpataru give? Anything you want. Anything you want, whenever you want, just desire and it just happens. Because this concept of not having something, I have to work hard to get something, I do this is all a very material concept, because here all of us are wanting something for our enjoyment. And unfortunately, in our material condition, our enjoyment comes at the cost of other living entities. Somebody has to work hard for us to enjoy. And sometimes, simple thing like eating. Our desires for eating will come at pain and suffering for intense pain and suffering for other living entities. Because we have developed a taste like that. What to do, right? So that is why there are limitations. That's why in this material world, the Lord creates the laws of karma and says, okay, each of you has a prarabdha karma based on your previous lives. Based on how much you have lots of good karma, then you can use it to buy things, and then that will keep depleting your good karma. And similarly, if you have, in the process of your activities, if you are accumulating bad karma, you have to face the consequence of the bad karma till that is depleted as well. But we can absolve ourselves of everything. Right? Munjanti te agam papam e pachanti atma karanat. Krishna is telling that atma karanat, if you are eating for yourself, even if it is vegetarian food, right? Vegetarian food has very less impact on other living entities. Right? Typically in the Vedic tradition, not only is it vegetarian food, but you don't cut down the tree to get its fruits. Right? The tree's way of propagating is to produce lots of fruits, so that like monkeys and all will go eat those fruits. They'll throw the seed somewhere. Just like us also, right? Your mango tree is there. You eat a mango. What will you do? You won't eat the seed. That seed is protected in a hard shell, but you will go and put it somewhere else. And that's how the tree propagates itself, by the seeds going in different places. Right? That's how Lord is designed. So the most of the things have very less impact, vegetarian food at least. Right? But even if it's vegetarian food, still some living entity is impacted. Sometimes you have to cut some things you take, it might come at the expense of the plant. So that is why bhujanti atma karanat, you are still agam papam. It is the only way to purify our existence is just offer to the Lord. Sometimes we don't even have an elaborate arrangement for offering. Right? You're traveling somewhere, you have to eat. You can just take the fruits or something and then just say Shri Vishnu, Shri Vishnu, Shri Vishnu, and just think of the Lord. That is also one method of offering. It is not the proper established every time. Just because of that, every time you don't take everything and say Shri Vishnu, Shri Vishnu. Once in a while you can do that. But whenever you have an opportunity, do it nicely. If you have, if you take a fruit, you can just offer a fruit just like that to Krishna. He will take. But if you, nicely, like let's say it's some fruit, you can nicely cut it, make it into nice cubes, display it nicely in a silver bowl. Give me any bowl, but I'm saying, do nicely. Put a small tulsi, this thing, and just then you offer it with love. All of this is just showing your attention to detail. And that increases, your quality of offering to the Lord. Right? So, the whole purpose of this thing is do everything that you do for as an offering to the Lord and enjoy it as His prasadam. Then there is no this thing. Instead, that prasadam purifies you inside out. Every pore of your body gets energized by prasadam. When Srila Prabhupada first came to this country, he went to lower Manhattan. That is like the derelict part of New York. All the drug addicts and hippies and they were all lying over there. Right? Now, Prabhupada there are only two things he asked them to do. And what are the two things he asked the hippies to do? Kirtan and prasadam. That's it. He didn't tell them anything, he didn't preach them, do this, don't do this. Initially he didn't tell them, just keep eating prasadam. And do kirtan. Because kirtan, holy name is going into your ears, and prasadam is sanctified. It is as good as Krishna. You're eating prasadam. Right? All of us love prasadam. Right? You're eating it, but that act of eating is purifying you internally. What a wonderful process. That's why, they used to say, Hare Krishna movement is a kitchen religion. For us, the kitchen is the most important part of the temple. Like all devotees are working hard to prepare nice, wonderful foodstuffs, offer to the Lord, and then serve everybody as prasadam. Simple act of eating is a spiritual activity that will purify you inside. So please take this opportunity at your house. At least, minimum is keep one small glass of water and a small list of tulsi in front of the Lord. If you want to go a little higher, once in a while just take a fruit and offer. Keep some dry fruits for the Lord. If you want to go a little higher, whatever you're cooking, cook it nicely and offer to the Lord like that. If you want to go even a little higher, take a nice bath. Purify yourself. Just like, if you want to go even in, restaurant, they'll put a signboard outside the bathrooms. Wash your hands, before you come in. So like that, you take a full bath nicely, you feel fresh and you're this thing, and then go nicely cook for Him, for the Lord, and be in the mood of Radharani, play some kirtans, something like that. You're thinking, oh, Lord Krishna likes this. He will enjoy it. In that mood, if you offer. You'll see many pictures and there are some videos of Prabhupada cooking. First, he used to cook himself for all his devotees. 2-3 hours he used to cook. And throughout the cooking, Prabhupada usually does not even talk. You'll see many devotees, experience. Just he is so deeply concentrated. He's just, thinking of, Radharani's mood of this thing, and then offer. And then he would even honor the prasadam also very silently. He would usually not talk to anybody while honoring, because he's just enjoying the prasadam after. Right? So there's a variety of standards. Don't say, oh no, today I've not taken bath, so today they won't offer. It's okay. It's better, even if you've not taken bath, in the house it's okay. Still offer. At least keep water. At least keep a fruit. Just because you can't do the most highest level, don't stop doing the lower level things. And if you're outside somewhere, you can't offer this thing, at least to say Sri Vishnu, Sri Vishnu, Sri Vishnu and honor. Right? Now, just because it's that, don't go to some big restaurant and then say Sri Vishnu and eat. Right? That's not the proper this thing. The whole idea is your mood, your this thing, and this can purify you. Okay? So we'll stop here. Anybody has any quick questions or any comments? Yes. No, that you can say Krishna also. In the Vedic tradition, there is the Sri Vishnu is a one way of purification. So that is why that particular words are used. Vishnu, Krishna, all are same. There is no particular difference. There is a sloka we say, Om apavitro pavitro va sarva vastan gato piva yasmaret pundarikaksham sabhyabhyantra suchihi. And then we say Shri Vishnu, Shri Vishnu, Shri Vishnu. So the bahya abhyantara, bahya means outside, abhyantara means inside, suchihi will happen when you think about pundarikaksham. That is Krishna. There is a very simple offering mantra. You just chant. Basically, when you are serving the Lord, you serve through the Guru, because the Guru is a pure devotee through whom you serve. So you say Prabhupada Pranam mantra, then you say Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Pranam mantra, then there's a mantra. Simple mantras are there. You can ask anybody; they'll give you one this thing. You can just say this thing. So better to, if you are anyway cooking nicely and everything, very simple mantras. There is a Hare Krishna mantra comes in the end. It takes you hardly 30 seconds to say. It's good to nicely offer like that. And the quality of the prasadam and this thing, you will see that it'll be very potent. Anybody has any other questions? Yes. No, you can say Krishna. Are you talking about when you're offering? Yeah. See, just saying Krishna Arpanamastu is also a way. But if you want to properly do it, usually in our parampara, we are limited entities, right? We are not pure devotees. But the Prabhupada is a pure devotee. So you offer it through him. When you offer through him, the level of acceptance of the Lord is higher. So that is why these mantras are there, that you chant through you say, Guru, please offer to Krishna on my behalf. Okay, so we'll all, please all of you try this, and you'll see that, you will enjoy this whole simple process of eating can become a transcendental experience. So we'll also chant. The second thing that Prabhupada did was kirtan. So we'll do some chanting today so that we can all get purified. Please repeat after me. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Itinamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Pasyata Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaurabhaktarunda. We'll chant Hare Krishna together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare